like at one point I was gone, but I took my training on board. I've been banned in training.
Is there anyone you want to thank? I know a lot of people have.
This guy right here is an absolute legend, and I couldn't have asked for a better trainer, man. Literally, Telford, ABC, anybody who's in the Shropshire area, if you want to become a great boxer, this guy is the guy to hit up, man. Seriously, it's insane.
Wow. All right, everyone, give a big round of applause for Jay Swingman.
A lot of heart shown there by the young YouTuber who steps away towards his girlfriend. Incredible scenes here in the arena as we build up towards the final two fights. We'll hear more. We'll hear more from Joe Weller in just a few minutes. But this is now getting serious. It's over to Julia Hardy, who's ringside.
Hi, welcome back to Ringside with Shannon and with Spencer. My words. That was so much to tell. Like, surely Jay could have just said, "I'm done" after like the first round.
I mean, me and Shannon were talking about this off air. Yeah. Those guys put it all on the line. Remember, these guys are not boxers. They've been doing it for a matter of weeks, maybe a couple of months, and they showed everything there. They went through all the layers, right?
They put it on the line.
They went through showed the heart, the soul, the grit, the determination. You know, and there was some tough times for both of them guys.
They both could have quit. You know what I mean? It was going back and forth. Both guys got hit with big shots. Both guys wanted to win. They showed the heart. This is what this is about. You know what I'm saying? This is gonna develop, like you said earlier. The ripple effect is gonna be unreal.
Is it funny, like, when you watch stuff back like that, where you think about your moments in the ring where you sort of had to, like, push through? Like, when you watch other boxers go through the same thing?
Speaking from my experience, yeah. I remember being in them dark places, and they're hard and they're lonely.
That's right.
And those guys, I saw it all there, and Shannon saw it there. I looked over the other side of the ring. He's sitting there smiling. I know what he's smiling at, because we've been there, right?
That's right, Chad. It was amazing. Guys were brawling. And you know what? Sometimes people just want to see a brawl.
Yeah.
Let's go, champ.
I think, like, Gib had, like, this really kind of old school, like, Victorian pugilist stance.
Yeah.
You know, when you see, like, the boxers who had, like, the pants up to their nipples kind of thing, like that kind of level.
The guy come out, didn't he? The guy come out the corner and he started non-stop throwing punches. He thought he was going to stop his opponent.
Yeah.
And they just kept going.
Yeah. And even with heavy knocks, he was coming back with some really hard hits.
And I think the crowd loved that. It drew the crowd in. It drew us in as boxing fans. And yeah, they put it all on the line. I just can't commend both of them. There's no winners and losers there.
Not at all. Not at all.
Everyone's a champ.
And everyone's enjoying themselves. That's what it's all about. It's all about entertainment. You know what I'm saying? And everyone's having a good time. Punches are being thrown. Yeah. They're going for the knockout. It's great. Let's go, champ.
Yeah. Amazing. Wow. We are nearly at our two big matches, but before we head off to see Jake versus Deji, we've got a rather special guest, so we're going to chuck it over to the ring and to Buddy. Who's it going to be?
Ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention, please? It gives me great pleasure to introduce to you inside the ring one of the UK's leading grime artists. He released his debut album mixtape, Swaggerman, in 2010. He's single, Facing Time, topped the charts at number 6. King of the North at number 4. Walk With Me at number 2. His latest album, Be Inspired, peaked the charts at number 6. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting inside the ring, make some noise for the UK's leading grime artist, Bugsy Malone.
Killer be killed, savages. Killer be killed, savages. Killer be killed, savages. Killer be killed. They know that we savages, know that we come from the. We never go broke, we're digging for. We're digging for. Not only did she want to, she wanted to. She's getting down with the gang on the low, down with the gang on the low. Yeah, don't you know we don't play? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, don't you know we don't play? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't you know we don't play? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't you know we don't play? Yeah, yeah, yeah. No fuck boys in my section. Nothing but cocoa in my complex. So you know I got diamonds in my Rolex. I'm not gonna sleep, nigga, that's no rest. Yeah, 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 I'm gonna need it faded and wavy. I got a bangers with a mash, it's crazy. Wanna drink from my table, then pay me. That bitch is shady. That bitch can persuade me, yeah. She says she knows who I am. Yeah, cause she see my face on the ground. What? She did have a man, but he's gone. Yeah, somebody packed with it, don't carry on. I made money from drugs, made money from drugs. I was mixing the dust with the buds, mixing the dust with the buds. The money was good. Oh, the money was good. Money was the only good thing in the hood. The only good thing in the hood. Loud, 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 loud. We come from them. We never go for cover digging for. We digging for. Not only did she want it, she wanted to. She's getting down with the gang on the look. Down with the gang on the look. Yeah, don't you know we don't play? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't you know we don't play? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't you know we don't play? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't you know we don't play? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm faded, she noticed. Yeah, I needed a song for the roadies. I'm famous, he's known. What? Don't let him pretend that he knows me. Yeah. Why they so nosy? Yeah, they wish they could fool me. I bang it in, I'm a striker, she's a goalie. She eat it up like Jamboli Poli. If you want to take it off, you better hit the switch. What? I'm grabbing the dough, she's grabbing my... Now this bitch trying to bite my lip. Don't she know I'm a bad boy, I don't like kids. She know I don't like kids. Nah, shots to the black, then we hit the strip. Man don't play, man, I built for this. All my niggas looking money Mitch. And I'm like the dark skin version of Rich. Rich, 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 yeah. We come from the... We never go for... Oh, we digging for... We digging for... Not only did she want it, she wanted to. She's getting down with the gang on the look. Down with the gang on the look. Yeah, don't you know we don't play? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't you know we don't? Yeah, don't you know we don't? Don't you know we don't? Make some noise out here right now. My name is Bugsy Malone, but the main event tonight is going to be KSI and Logan Paul. Make some noise if you're ready. Let's go one more time, DJ, please. What we say? 1, 2, 3, warning. Get back. You don't really want to see my get back. Pineapple C, rock to the head. Made man go sleep like jet, like I said. Warning, get back. You don't really want to see my get mad. Pineapple C, rock to the head back. Made man go sleep like jet. Give me the full clip, that's rat-a-tat-tat. Give me the balaclava ski mask. Tell that little pussy, oh, relax. Cause he don't want to get caught like sea-bass. Black tar G late to the combats. Sparks are gonna fly when I see gas. Bound for the bound for the wheel ups. Man, I get turned up like contrast. Bring out the white and blue tape. I'm on the dance floor cutting up a new shape. Set man, I wanna need no brown tape. And set man, I looking like Phuket. Man, I going on dark with a heater. Man, I get burnt like creme brulee. This one's a warning. You don't wanna be about too late. Get. Warning, get back. You don't really want to see my kid mad. Pineapple C, rock to the hip back. Made my go sleep like shit, like I said. Warning, get back. You don't really want to see my get mad. Pineapple C, rock to the hip back. Made my go sleep like shit, like warning. Get. Man, I'm going on gangster late. Body season, that's an understatement. Man was brought up on the pavement. Talk to the police, that's godforsaken. Zed dot think so he's overweight. Man like beef with loads of crazy. You wanna see the promoter pay me? 100 bags that'll make you lazy. Man, I'm going on sick. Right now it's body season, that means that I split a man's wig. Man, I'm going on. Hold tight order the soldiers that are in militant mode. Man, I'm going on different. What's coming out of the speakers a banger. Man, I'm going on. Throwing out uppercuts, headbutts, leaving bruises and cuts. Man, I'm going on gangster lately. Gangster, gangster lately. Gangster lately. Gangster, gangster lately. Again, that gangsters raise me. Gangsters, gangsters raise me. We see. Gangsters raise me. Gangsters, what? Yeah. Warning, get back. You don't really want to see my kick back. Pineapple see, rock to the hip back. Me, man, go sleep like shit, like I said. Warning, get back. You don't really want to see my kick back. Pineapple see, rock to the hip back. Me, man, go sleep like shit. Warning. Get back, you don't really wanna see my get back. Pineapple see, rock to the hip back. Me, man, go sleep like jet, like I said. Warning, get back, you don't really wanna see my get back. Pineapple see, rock to the hip back. Me, man, go sleep like jet, like warning. Hey, you look. Ooh, there it is. Ooh, there it is. Ooh, ooh, and again, ooh, ooh, ooh. My guys, my name's Bugsy Malone. The album Be Inspired is out now. Shout out everybody that came here to support me tonight. Shout out everybody that came here for the KSI and Logan Paul main event. Make some fucking noise. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, the UK's #1 grime artist from Manchester, Bugsy Malone!
Wow.
Let's go, champ.
True Geordie, Joe Weller, Lawrence McKenna sitting ringside.
From the king of the northern music to the king of the northern YouTube, lads. Welcome back.
It's quite the contrast.
Loving it.
Two massive figures sitting around the ring, and, well, we're down to the crunch moments here.
This is it. I mean, you can feel it. Everywhere you look, people are fidgeting. They don't know where to put themselves.
The nerves increasing.
That's what it is, because we are about to see Jake Paul take on Deji.
No one wants to sit down, do they? No one wants to. They're all nervous.
The amount of talk that has gone into this fight is insane. I mean, I've never heard the word pussy used so much in all my life, and I watch a lot of adult entertainment. Genuinely, it feels like this is more bad blood than the other two brothers. I think the other two brothers accept that this is a little bit of competition of the #1 spot, whereas Jake and Deji, there's a real dislike for one another. There's actual, I heard, when I was on the phone with Logan was like, I actually respect KSI as a content creator. I can never imagine these two saying anything like that about each other. This is hatred.
Question for you though, which one of them do you think it's motivated more? Because you were at the weigh-in yesterday standing between the two guys.
Well, I asked Jake a question when he was on my 100th True Geordie podcast.
What a podcast.
He said, because I said, like, in terms of controlling your anger, he said something that was quite sort of dark. He was like, I'm going to keep it cold and calculated. I'm coming for that first round knockout, but when I see him stagger and he's wobbly, I'm going to put everything into what I got, you know what I mean, into his face.
Ice in the veins, Joe. I mean, that is something that must be spine-chilling to hear for someone like Deji.
I mean, that's the thing, like...
Will it touch Deji, do you think? Because you've known Deji quite well.
I think, like, obviously, Deji's used to hearing, oh, you're going to get destroyed, oh, you're going to get beaten up, but hearing a statement like that, I don't care who you are, but it gets you thinking. It gets you thinking,
But we got the camera on right now. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, it should be on our gobs. There we go.
Beautiful.
Right,
Wake up,
anyways,
lads.
like I was saying,
I don't understand.
Even the lads behind the scenes are nervous about this. You know what I mean?
They
Fair
just
play.
go, you know what? I think they were going, let's go avant-garde. Put it on the side. You know what I mean?
the way I see it with this one, right, is that obviously Deji at no point is he wanting to show any fear. He doesn't want to show, I'm getting affected. But I'm sorry, the confidence that Jake is showing without actually getting petty, getting in, like showing like he's, I don't know,
disdain.
Yeah, like being disrespectful. He's not doing any of that.
Yeah.
He's just being confident and composed. Whereas I feel like Deji's having to resort to insulting his family, insulting how he looks and stuff like that. That are you triggered, mate? You know, that's what it seems like.
Difficult to do though.
Jake did say that the things that Deji had said about his family were the driving force behind his training sessions.
Wow.
He says, when I get up at 5 a.m. in the morning and stuff, and I don't want to run, that's what gets me running harder.
Well, we'll have seen him up on the monitors. He's walking from the dressing room.
Fans around the arena.
Well, you heard the shout go up. You can hear the cheers around the arena.
Deji now, the chant is...
Both these fighters comparable in terms of age. 21, obviously. Deji slightly shorter and 15 pounds lighter.
I think the weight is incorrect because when we were at the weigh-in, this is the old weight.
Right.
Jake Nation on the pads. Vidal said on our podcast, he's actually more naturally gifted than KSI is at boxing. He's just not as easy to coach as KSI is in terms of listening.
What's going to be going through Deji's head right now? Because he is he's billed as the underdog in this.
Yeah. Well, I think more than anything, it's going to be straight up nerves. I don't care who you are, you feel at least some nerves. And let's remember this, right? Obviously, all of us guys, we've been sitting in this arena, soaking up the atmosphere for hours now. The first time they will get a taste of this is when they walk out. And then they only have a few seconds before they start punching the other geezer. You know what I mean?
The arena will open up in front of them. You hear the noise.
Exactly.
Did you feel it hit you when you walked out?
100%. It's like so much to take in. The fact, little things like you see your family, you see people you know, you see the cameras, you know, the lights, everything.
Your enemies as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot to adjust to in a very short amount of time. You know what I mean?
Boom, you're in the ring, someone's punching you in the face.
Yeah, and they're coming straight at you because both these guys are extremely aggressive.
Yeah.
Jake Paul has said, first round knockout. Wow. He's not predicted anything other than a first round finish.
But does that mean he must be incredibly confident as well in his boxing ability?
It is.
Because
the worry is, if you've chased Deji round for a round and you've given him everything and he's still there in the second and you hadn't planned for that.
What goes into your head at that point? Because you're thinking, I didn't do what I predicted.
I mean,
that could cause a bit of a crisis of confidence. But Jake seems to have taken this very seriously. He said, I put 150% into this.
As well, I think the fact that Jake and Logan have trained together,
Stephen tries
spurring each other on.
Stephen tries, Chris MD in the background. Wow, incredible. Keemstar as well.
You got a prediction for this, Stephen tries?
Yeah, Dwarf Mamba to come in and steal at the end. He's got it all day, mate.
Okay.
He's actually 5'10" in real life. It's surprising.
That's the analysis of Stephen tries.
We are just seconds away from the ring walk right now.
Jake Paul is about to enter this arena.
Incredible stuff.
It is going to be crazy.
What will the reaction be for Jake Paul inside the UK arena? It's going to be absolutely incredible stuff. Jake Paul enters the ring first. Oh, you can feel it. You can feel it.
This is it. Enter Jake Paul.
Oof.
Yeah, that's something that he's never experienced before. Like facing someone, being in front of a crowd where it's only you and that other person, basically like fighting to the death. And I've done that over 200 times.
Are you looking for me? Are you looking for blazing this motherfucker? This ain't no game, dog. Fearless, you're playing with the realest. Welcome to the jungle where you're playing with gorillas. Jump into the rumble and we're breaking down the pillars. Trying to play the hero, there's no way you're coming near us. And they can hear us cause we're bona fide. We got that clearance cause we're known to ride. We got that notoriety in the whole society. If you're looking for the bad guy, yeah, that guy is me. You looking for me? Knocked out on the canvas, and your family's watching you. All you're gonna hear is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
You can hear the reaction around the arena for Jake Paul's video there. True Geordie, what are you thinking at this moment?
The anticipation is electric in here right now.
This is the biggest thing that's ever happened on YouTube. The arena goes silent for the entrance of Jake Paul.
Let's get this party started! Coming to the ring first, from the United States of America, Jake Paul!
In the house, isn't it?
They certainly know how to make an entrance in the UK, don't they?
Jake Paul doesn't look one bit phased by this at all.
This is performance art at this point.
No, no stress at all.
Oh, yeah. Look at that necklace as well. Look at it. Joe Weller, your thoughts?
I'm just speechless, to be honest. This guy is showing absolutely no fear. I can see, in fact, Deji's mum giving him evils. I was just laughing now. But, wow.
Next guy to come in is Deji. The arena lets out boos for the American.
I got a bit of a nod from Jake.
I saw that, actually.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, they came mobbed up, didn't they? I've never seen so many white jerseys step out.
I think that's Jake Paul's mother saying, "Come on, baby."
Yeah.
She's you can see the passion.
She's into this.
Yeah, fully.
You can imagine having your parents in your corner will really mean something.
And we await the entrance of Comedy Shorts Gamer.
Michael Buffer sort of hears some news.
Like a monster. Now they can see me coming, and I only came to crush them. Yeah, I can see them running. Get ready for the main destruction. Some of them are easy targets. Anytime that I aim, I got one. But I still stampede regardless. Get ready for the rain, the truck guns. Here for another. Ready, steady, aim. You're looking at the best of the game. Clearing another. Many already came, but couldn't withstand the pain. Now I control the crowd like a rock star. And I patrol around like a cop car. And we land out like a helicopter. Everybody up, you're looking at a monster. They see me rolling. Watch me roll up like a monster. I can't wait till when I win, because when I win, I'm gonna talk my shit.
Have you got the power to knock him out? 100%. 2 billion%. That's the thing he doesn't believe. He doesn't believe I've got power. You'll know what's going to
Just in case this was lost on you, this is Michael Buffer announcing these people into the ring right now.
The legend of the game.
Absolutely incredible. This is the peak at the moment. Look at this.
Ladies and gentlemen, making his entrance to the ring, here comes Deji.
What is going through this young man's head? What a rope.
This is so interesting right now. The tension between these two, you could cut it with a spoon.
But quite a different demeanour between these two as well, isn't there?
I mean, Jake looks ready to be absolutely unleashed, and
Deji's quite slow walking into that ring, wasn't he?
Huge difference in demeanour, energy, the way that these two fighters are holding themselves.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Manchester Arena, Upload Events, in association with Maverick Media and OP Talent, proudly present our co-featured contest of the evening. It's mano-a-mano sports tonight. Combat like the world has never seen. Our officials here at ringside and inside the ring. Timekeeper at the bell from the United Kingdom, Steve Bradley. The judges from the United States, Delila Ponce. From Italy, Gino Pizzanino. And your third judge, also in charge of the action at the bell, referee Gareth Morris. And now from Manchester Arena, 6 rounds of boxing. Let's go to the fighters' introduction. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, he's wearing white and weighing in officially at 181 USA pounds. 21 years old, standing 6 feet 1. He's the team band leader. A TV star, recording star, YouTube star. From the United States of America, RNBO presents
What a greeting for the American in the arena. Those of you watching stateside.
Across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing red with white trim, 21 years old, standing 5 feet 10, officially weighing in at 79.1 kilograms. Tonight, he comes to the ring, fighting for his fans and family honor from London, England, the youth sensation, Deji.
Well,
That was a hell of an ovation for Deji there.
and a hell of a greeting for Jake Paul. Deji getting the final instructions and encouragement from his team. What can you see over in Jake Paul's corner?
Pure focus.
Deji is getting screamed at by his trainers. They're trying to hype him up. Deji looks quite subdued right now, calm. I don't know if that's a bad thing or a good thing, but he's very calm.
It's very rare that you see Deji sort of so calm in this way,
he's
isn't
normally
it?
quite
Oh no, this is not good.
hyperactive character. Jake, on
This
the
is
other
not
hand,
good.
just looking ready to roll.
Incredible energy, isn't it, from Jake Paul? Over there.
I'm not wanting to blink because Jake has said first round knockout. First round is all he's been saying. So you're not expecting this to be a slow start, are you? You're expecting 100 miles an hour.
Usain Bolt pace out the blocks.
Do not blink. If you're at home and you wanted to see action, I mean, you've definitely already seen it in the last fight, but this one is set to deliver too.
That's the voice of True Geordie there, sitting alongside Joe Weller, who competed last year in the boxing. Joe, your final thoughts before the fight?
I mean, I'm seeing a complete contrast between these two boys.
Deji's not making eye contact, is he?
No.
Jake is almost prowling the ring, marking his territory as the tank Deji stands in the corner. I mean,
what's going through that young man's mind?
What you
now.
seeing? What do you read
For me,
from
I
that,
just
Joe?
see Deji's looking at the floor a lot. He's very much within himself. And is it focus? Is it fear?
We're about to find out.
He's listening to his coaches. That's one thing. He's definitely nodding to his coaches a lot. Whereas Jake is not really being instructed that much. Jake's punching himself in the face here. He's getting himself ready for this.
Oh, God.
Oh, tight eye.
Just box, conduct yourself in a respectful manner. Just show respect to yours.
Wow. I think this is all these boys have been thinking about.
Is for months. The co-main event. It's Jake Paul versus Deji the Tiger.
Months and months of anticipation build up to this moment where you can watch True Geordie commentate on two of YouTube's biggest young stars. Welcome to Manchester. Incredible.
Jake Paul looks to come right ahead.
Oh,
Deji is going to have to be quick and use that speed we've seen in practice.
Bell's going.
Jab instantly.
That speed, Deji really on.
Yeah, Deji's got some. Vidal said Deji is slick naturally. Good left hook, and he's rocked Deji early. That was a hell of a left hook. Oh, and he follows it up, and he's going straight out of the tank. Body shot. 1, 2. Deji swings and misses. Jake Paul with a great left hook to start us off.
Great to reply though there from Deji.
Deji goes with a 1-2. And they clinch, and the ref separates.
Jake pulled him in there pretty quick. He needed to.
Jake reading Deji's eyes. Deji looking to go straight down the middle. And he catches Jake. Oh, and Deji catches Jake Paul with a straight left. That was not a part of that game plan for Jake Paul. Right, left, body shot, right hook by Jake Paul.
The minutes tick down, 2 minutes left.
But the tank shakes it off. Keeps his hands up.
The arena chants Deji's name. Will he react to it?
The lads exchange here. A lot of jabs, body shot. Jake Paul unloading. Deji answers with a right hook. And the crowd goes wild. This is a hell of a contest so far.
Every punch for Deji is cheered on by the entire
it's
arena.
a right hook from Jake Paul. Left, right, he's got him in the corner. He's all over him. Deji clinches, and that was a good move from Deji. Jake Paul is bleeding from the nose.
Oh my God.
This has been a good contest so far. Deji goes with that backhand, and it's answered with the right from Jake Paul.
That's against the ropes.
Jab from both men, and it's a right hook. And Deji answers, and Deji's going for it. Oh, and Deji looks winded here. Jake lands a jab.
I can't tell if Deji's dazed or if he's just trying to get away faster than he
I think
actually can.
Exhaustion here,
Yeah.
kicking in a little bit. But Jake Paul, known for being a pretty boy. I'm not sure how many of his girl fans will be liking the look of his face right now.
Deji just landed a little sly punch as he moved away there. The referee wasn't happy with it. Oh, Deji was lining up a big right hand there.
Referee having a word here.
Deji just rests in the corner.
The
Referee's having a
referee
word.
allows them to wipe the blood from the face of Jake Paul.
I do see Deji. He just got a nod from the crowd. He's feeding off him.
Deji is growing.
He 100% is.
He needs to have more output because currently he's getting outpointed. He's got to be.
Yeah.
And Jake Paul goes to the body. Moves away.
He's cleared his vision. Now he can move forward.
I feel like the movement of Jake Paul's been quite good.
Absolutely.
He's been in and out really well there.
He's also used his movement to move Deji around the ring, hasn't he?
Wait, I'll put it on TV. Do you want me to put it on
Referee's nice and
TV?
close in there, making sure he can see every shot.
Okay.
Jake just
Yeah,
on
I
the
will.
edge here. Just
Yeah, I will.
landing and using the size, a
Okay,
little bit of size advantage he's got to try
I'm
and
just
land
live
and
streaming
get
my
out there.
reaction.
No one
My
thought when they
pause
saw the
that.
weigh-in yesterday it would go this far.
And then go
That's the
for it.
end of round 2. True Geordie, your thoughts?
I think Jake Paul's winning the fight, but I think Deji is showing a lot of signs that he can still win this fight. I'm impressed from both men, I've got to be honest. A lot of people might have
KSI
thought Jake
Logan
Paul was a
Paul.
bit of a pretty boy,
Yeah,
couldn't
but
take a
Deji's
punch.
fighting right
He
now.
definitely can't take a punch. And Deji
That's not
is showing
surprised.
more heart than I think people thought he would have as well.
Yeah, I do reckon like a lot of people based on the weigh-ins had it in Jake's favour purely off the way he looks, but it goes to show that heart and that belief can get you so far in itself. And obviously, admittedly, yeah, Jake is probably winning the fight. Deji is not giving up, you know, and that heart and that desire to win.
And it's certainly not a steamroll as many predicted.
No way.
Including Jake Paul said, first round knockout, and it's definitely not gone that way.
We're about to enter the 3rd round. What does that mean for someone like Jake Paul, who was so confident going
For
into
me now, we're looking at fitness levels, guys.
Yes. Right.
This is a 6-round fight, and we're seeing them look very tired in the beginning of the 3rd round. I'll be shocked if this goes all the way. It's about cardio, it's about heart, more than anything else.
A tale of not judging a book by its cover as well, because a lot of people wrote Deji off immediately yesterday. I mean, True Geordie, you came back from the weigh-in and you were saying, I think a lot of people are underestimating what Deji's
I said it,
capable
if
of.
it was a bodybuilding contest, they'd have one winner, but it's not. It's a fight.
Exactly. Shannon Briggs wonders behind the commentary table as round 3 starts off.
Good job from Jake Paul to get us underway. Right hand, Deji swings and misses, and it's a jab from Jake Paul. Oh, and he looks confident now. Right left, but Jake Paul is smashed in the face by Deji with a 1-2.
Incredible aggression there from Deji.
Deji is very reactive.
Yeah.
He reads boxing quite well. This is what Vidal was telling us, and we're seeing it in action now.
You're only really left to wonder what Vidal would have done with this fighter if he'd have stayed under his tutelage.
He's doing pretty good so far.
Incredible work.
That jab of Jake is really effective. I think that is what's winning the fight for Jake so far, the jab.
Jake's got this one on points so far. Heart-wise, Deji.
Yeah, 100%. But like with that jab, as Geordie says, it just puts you off. It gets you off your rhythm. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't give you a chance to think about what you want to do.
It's an important point to make, as 1 minute is gone in the 3rd round.
Left hook from Jake and a right hand from Jake. He follows it up with a left straight.
Heard both of those land at the side of the ring here.
Oh, and it's an overhand left from Jake Paul. But he leaves himself open, but Deji cannot capitalise. He's tiring now, Deji. But so is Jake. It's a grueling fight, this.
Both of their hands have gone down quite a bit. Their defence isn't up anymore as they lock up. You can see they're both getting tired at this point, right?
Yeah. The crowd is so animated at ringside. It's different to any fight so far. People are getting leery.
Deji's corner absolutely screaming at him.
Deji looks to close Jake down, but Jake moves away well, circling away. Deji against the ropes.
There we go.
Oh, and it's Jake who's in the corner, but he clinches and the ref will separate. The ref is covered in blood here.
Yeah.
That white shirt will not wash out in the morning. Right, left, and Deji's getting landed on, but he answers back with a straight right.
He's going punch for punch here, isn't he?
Jake must be impressed with Deji's heart here.
Yeah.
He thought he wouldn't be standing. And despite landing repeatedly with that jab, Deji is still there.
Jake's face is absolutely ruined right now.
This is a hell of a fight, lads. I've got to say, I'm really impressed with both men.
Took a big punch as he moved in there,
That
though.
jab
Deji.
of Jake is really doing the damage, though. That's got to be the difference so far.
Drake a few words in Deji's ear.
Deji breathing heavier than he has so far. We're seeing the wind.
I just
being
made eye contact with Deji and his eyes were rolling a bit. Whether that's cardio or the constant jabbing, we don't know.
Oh, and Deji answers with the right, but he misses after Jake lands another jab.
That was wild.
But that was bad intentions. That's what he swung and he meant it. He's trying to hurt Jake.
Wild. End of round 3. No one in the arena would have thought at the beginning it would go this far.
Fantastic from the lads.
As both guys return to the corner. Jake kind of got the best of that round as well there, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't as obviously like energetic as the previous two, but by me, it is almost a 50-50. None of us predicted this. Like,
It's kind of a 60-40 at the moment, isn't it? Purely on points.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, True Geordie, what are your thoughts?
I feel like we're going to start seeing the cardio really being tested now.
Yeah.
Going into that 4th round, I know you train for this, but it's a different thing altogether in sparring and going 60, 70, 80% to when someone's literally trying to take your head off and you're fighting for your life out there. And they'll be in the deepest waters of their lives right now. They'll have never felt anything like this. They'll be feeding off the energy of the crowd. They'll be feeding off the family. They'll be feeding off not wanting to lose. Let's see who wants it more, lads, because that's what it's about now.
Jake Paul must be wondering in his mind at the moment. I was meant to knock him out in the 1st round, and now we're going into the 4th.
Although he's up early.
Yeah.
He's out. He's up early. Is he trying to get in the mind of Deji even now? Look, I'm fine. I'm fresh.
He's not breathing that heavy, Jake. I've got to say, Deji's definitely breathing heavier.
Absolutely.
But in the middle of the fight, we'll see how that takes its toll. Deji lands.
Ooh. Jake Paul taking almost an elbow there.
Oh, and that is a good hook. Good job again from Jake. Right hook. Again, he's following up. Deji is in trouble here. He needs to move off. He needs to circle out. He's in the corner. Jake's pinned him, and it's damage. It's constant damage. Deji manages to get himself out of there.
Heavy arms, though, from Deji.
Oh, and it's another jab from Jake Paul.
Deji seems to be having some sort of trouble with his head guard
Right
at the
hook.
moment.
Deji is getting clobbered now. He needs to make sure he gets those hands up and circle away. He's against the ropes. Another jab from Jake Paul. Deji cannot keep taking this level of punishment.
Puts his arm around the back of Jake Paul again just to get some respite.
Jake Paul, he's in trouble. But he spun him around, and Jake Paul switch. He shakes it off as if it's nothing. Jake picking his shots, and he's pinned Deji into the corner. Wow. Deji lands an uppercut there.
Still got 1 minute and a half as well.
Jake pacing himself here, looking to pick the right shot. Deji looking to react, and he does so with the right hand. Oh, and it's an overhand right from Jake. He's got him in the corner. Body shot, swinging. Deji's still going though.
He's still going, but
there's not much behind the punches,
I know,
is
he
there?
looks like he's very almost sluggish as he moves around the ring.
The energy is sapped from those
100%.
muscles. And it's a left hook from Jake, followed up with a jab. And it's a body shot. He's got Deji in the body. He's going to the body. He's trying to will him down. Right hook, left. Deji's taking a lot of punishment here. The referee looking to step in, but Deji answers with an uppercut. And they are separated. Credit to Deji, he is still going. The crowd chant Deji. Deji tries to adjust his head guard.
Does he secretly want a breather though? I feel that that's
Without
what
a
it might
doubt.
be more than anything.
This is him wanting a breather.
100%.
It's a good tactic though, to be fair to him.
Jake going to getting some tactics from his corner.
Keemstar just shouted, "Not so easy, is it, Jake?"
Not so easy. He's ribbing him.
The crowd are in Deji's corner, but Jake comes straight ahead with a left hook, straight in Deji's face, body shots. Deji answers with a left hook of his own. And that's the end of the round, and a big deep breath from both boys.
I really do see Deji struggling cardio-wise. He's literally leaning on his coach as he sits down. I don't know, mate.
Can we get a couple of words from
Keemstar?
Oh my God, this is amazing. Deji is on fire. He is shocking the world. That uppercut in this corner, amazing. He's gonna win this thing.
Keemstar there in the corner of Deji.
Wow, incredible stuff. Jake Paul sits back, and I mean, he will be slightly in shock at this point, won't he, Joe?
Yeah, I mean, when you've built it up in your head that your opponent's going to be one way and they're not like that, it can't do anything but throw you off at least a bit. Jake just got to dig deep now. He probably feels like he's running on empty, but he's just got to dig deep. Likewise with Deji, obviously, Jake does still seem like he's using his tactics, using his boxing. He's not just fully swinging at nothing, which Deji does seem to do a little bit, but we'll see. How's it going to pan out?
Mate, it's been a great fight so far. I'm really impressed with the boys here.
Yeah, absolutely incredible stuff here by the side. It's interesting to see the reaction as well of the crowd, isn't it, at this point? Because everyone is reacting so well to the way that Deji has led this fight.
I kind of feel sorry for Jake a little bit because he's obviously winning the fight and no one's giving him any credit in the arena, but he's coming for the W, and so far it looks like he might get it unless Deji can do something dramatic. And he's certainly trying.
Just about getting through it at this point for both
these fighters. Oh, a good left hook from Deji. Jake Paul caught with a straight as he tried to land that hook. He's trying to pin him into that corner and just dish out the damage.
Seems to have worked quite well so far.
Yeah. Deji not really circling out. No. And to the body again, Jake Paul. He's hammering that body of Deji. Deji holding on.
Can't help but respect the way Deji's fighting back, though. At no point is he accepting defeat, which 100% respect.
You hear the voice of Keemstar in the background there, just yelling uppercut.
Jake Paul swung with bad intentions and he lands with the left into the body. He's got Deji hurt here. Deji is rocked, without a doubt. Jake Paul's going to work and he's looking for the big punch to end this. Can he get it? The referee's going to step in for us. The towel has been thrown in.
The towel
has been thrown in by Deji's corner, and Jake Paul is your winner.
Wow, no one expected that here in the Manchester Arena. But what a fight we had.
Amazing.
Wow.
Jake Paul on the ropes, hands in the air. Unbelievable scenes here.
Deji's team surrounding him as well.
Deji can barely stand, bless him. What an effort from the young man. He's got everyone's respect in this.
Absolutely.
Both men struggling to stand. They are exhausted.
Neither fighter has approached the other yet. You can see
100%.
there's bad blood between the two. As True Geordie goes to step into the ring.
I mean, people may say some things about the towel getting thrown in, but at the end of the day, the corner was just looking after their man. Like, it's what they got to do at the end of the day. Deji didn't give up. Deji didn't stop fighting. Can't help but respect it, but, you know, Jake was winning the fight.
Well, see True Geordie stepping into the ring now. Joe, that was pretty brutal to watch, wasn't it?
Unreal. I mean, obviously, it felt like from the opening bell, Jake Paul's face was busted up, but didn't stop him. He picked Deji apart, didn't faze him too much being busted open, but the deserved winner, you've got to give it to him.
Absolutely incredible, yeah.
And how would this now play on Logan and KSI's minds?
Well, True Geordie waits in the ring to hear more from both of the fighters, I'd imagine. Who will we hear from first? Probably Deji. More and more people get into the ring as if this was the final fight. It isn't. You are still tuned in for KSI versus Logan Paul.
That's the thing. We've had so much cracking action.
Oh, yeah.
And we've still got another one to go.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Honestly.
This stream has been epic. Ups and downs along the way. different personal moments from each of the fighters.
I know. Obviously, YouTube aside, all of that, the numbers and everything, every single person that stepped in that ring has given it their all. And you can't help but take your hat off.
It's
You know
incredible,
what I mean?
isn't it? Michael Buffer stands in the centre of the ring. What a moment this would be for Jake Paul to hear his name called out.
100%. You see, obviously, Deji's team consoling him. How is this going to affect him?
Yeah, absolutely.
Going
incredible.
forward, you just got to hope that he can, if anything, learn and grow from this.
Yeah.
In some way, you know.
And definitely, this will, if he takes it the right way, reinvigorate his YouTube career.
100%. I mean, it's all about how he deals with it now. If he's humble and honest and open with the fact that he's lost, then it's great. And that's what we like to see, a handshake from the boys.
Yeah.
And a few words. Very, very lovely to see.
That's beautiful. See the camera sweeping in. You've seen a very personal moment there from a long distance. That hate seems to have dissipated at this point.
Yeah.
But the two brothers sitting behind the scenes, I wonder what they're feeling right
I
now.
wonder. The news most definitely has got through to them.
Yeah. And I don't think...
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Gareth Morris, at the bequest of the corner of Deji, has to call a halt to the bout. The official time is 1 minute, 55 seconds of round number 5. The winner by TKO victory from the United States of America, Jake Paul. A round of applause for Deji. He gave all he had. Let's give him a hand.
Good to see the crowd clapping their hands for the boys.
All right, I'm here with your winner, Jake. I'm here with your winner, Jake Paul. Jake, that was not the way you expected this fight to go, but you got the win. How do you feel?
I feel amazing, man. I worked so hard for this. Deji fought an amazing fight. I respect him. I hope he learned a lesson about the things that he said, because he said some shit about my family that wasn't cool. So hopefully he can learn from that. But much respect to Deji. No hard feelings. But I feel amazing right now. This year just in general has been tough for me, man. Controversies, friendship fallouts, lawsuits, the list goes on. It hasn't been an easy year. And this fight for me was fighting against all of those things. It wasn't just some boxing match. It was putting my heart on the line to show myself that I can conquer those things, that I can overcome adversity. No matter how hard situations are, I wanted to give up. And tonight, I'm gonna celebrate this win, but I'm also excited to announce that I'm launching a clothing line called RNBO.
Classic. As if.
Rise and be original. That's my saying, guys. You gotta rise every single day. Fight like a champion, be original. Go to shoprnbo.com right now. There's only 500 shirts, so go fast.
You've obviously had a lot of help from a lot of people to get to where you are right now. Is there anyone you want to thank that springs to mind?
I want to thank a lot of people. I had an amazing boxing team, first of all. I want to thank my coach, Milton. He put so much time, effort, and energy into this. He's amazing. I'm so excited that we won tonight. I want to thank my sparring partners, Nico Valdez, AJ Garzum, Nick, RJ, Alex, anyone that helped me spar. Thank you guys so much. I want to thank my family for being an amazing support system. My mom and dad, people can say whatever they want about you guys, but you guys are amazing parents. I want to thank my beautiful girlfriend. I love her. She sacrificed so much for this. It's a lot of time that went into this. My boy Adon, We've been training for 3 years now. Anthony, Chad, Bear, Quan, Jay the Barber. I love you guys. Justin Roberts, shout out.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, your champion, Jake Paul.
Well, we're hearing ringside here that you got to give Deji credit from Michael Buffer. But wow.
1 second. I'm here with a man who fought his absolute heart out tonight, Deji, who's got the respect of everyone in this room.
I just want to say, I know I let a lot of people down, but I'm telling you right now, this isn't the end of me. I'm going to come back from this. There's no way in hell this is the end of me, and there never will be. I know I let a lot of you down, and I'm sorry. But I promise I'll make it up to all of you. All of you, I'm so sorry. But Jay Paul, he surprised me. He hit hard, honestly, but I stayed in there. He said he was going to knock me out in the first round, and that never happened. I lasted till round 5, and I want you all to remember that. I know a lot of you are saying, I know you're probably tweeting me now saying, you did bad, you suck, all of that. I understand. You can't say that. In my opinion, I didn't fight as well as I should have. But I'm telling you right now, this is not the end of me. Thank you all. I want a rematch. I don't care. I'll fight anyone. I need to prove myself that this isn't the end of me. So thank you.
Deji, you have nothing to prove after that. You fought like a champion, mate. Ladies and gentlemen, Deji!
Deji there, fighting like a champion but not quite coming out on top.
I know. I'll tell you what, right? I know I've just accepted Anderson Gibbs' request.
Just before we go, Jake Paul says he's got something to say. You said you wanted to call someone out.
Oh, please don't be me.
I want to call someone out. I want to keep on fighting. I love the sport. Chris Brown.
Wait, what?
Whoa.
Chris Brown.
Who?
I know you were supposed to fight Soldier Boy, but I think it's time to get in the ring with someone your size. So Chris Brown, I want to see you. And the Ace family, I love you guys, but I want to play y'all 5-on-5 in a basketball game. Austin McBroom.
Wow. Well, he really used his platform well there.
Yeah.
Incredible stuff.
I know I've accepted Anderson Gibbs' request, but if Deji wants to fight again,
wow.
I mean, I'd also be open to that.
A call out live on the stream from Joe Allen.
I mean, I wouldn't be against it.
Doesn't get any better.
I like what I saw in him. You know?
Well, let's move on to the next fight though, because it's now the main event.
Yes.
KSI in the UK versus an American hero, Logan Paul. It's incredible stuff this evening. We've already seen an American down an Englishman, but will we see it again?
I mean, that's the thing. Is it going to impact the boys, KSI or Logan? We don't know. But one thing we do know is this place is going to be a very hostile environment when Logan Paul enters the ring.
I don't know if you guys can actually hear it on the stream, the atmosphere in here. It's been building up throughout the night as we've seen more and more punches exchanged in the ring. But that fight really made a huge difference. Made a huge difference to the atmosphere within the arena because people suddenly realised what was on the line. Reputation was suddenly on the line.
I think that's the thing more than anything. You get in that ring, between the dressing room and that ring, it all becomes so much more real. What's at stake? What's on the line?
Yeah.
You know, you feel the audience. It's no longer over the internet.
Yeah.
No longer over screens. This is real. It is happening. I see my family in the crowd. I see my friends.
Months and months of work.
And that's what it all comes down to.
Gone into this moment, yeah. It's really incredible stuff. And these two are proper athletes, aren't they? They're not just sort of YouTubers who are playing anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to get True Geordie to sit down here, but he's talking to Michael Buffer of all people.
I mean, if Michael Buffer talks to you, you don't go, yeah, in a minute, Michael. You go, yeah, absolutely, Michael, let's chat. Your voice is velvet. You know what I mean? Incredible work there. True, Geordie.
And he's
back. You get back to the headset. Tell us a little bit about what it's like to step up into the ring there, and what the view's like, what you can take in.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't know when these boys were going to... but Jake wanted to talk to everyone, didn't he? But I got to do my little catchphrase. You said you wanted to call someone out. To be honest with you, I'm a bit worried because the belt that we had for the next fight has gone missing, and I don't know.
Missing?
I don't know where it is.
down there.
No,
it's under the table.
I don't know where it's gone. Like seriously.
Really?
So
We've
I'm
lost
panicking.
the championship belt.
We've got another one because Logan was so sure that he was going to win. He had one personally made for himself, so maybe we'll end up using Logan's.
Maybe it's that one. We're going to see the reaction from the side of the ring now with Julia, and then we'll be back to us in just a few moments.
Right, we are back ringside after our first of the really big matches. Wow, the energy in the room was spectacular. I think coming into that, I think they were both kind of surprised as to what was happening. Right off the bat, you know, I thought Deji was going to go for it, but then Jake seemed to sort of get really thrown by getting hit and have really sad eyes, really sad eyes for most of it, but then pulled it back.
Yeah, do you know what happened? I think that we was talking about this earlier on in the show. Jake Paul's come over here, he's come to the Lion's Den, 18,000 people,
Booing.
and he's come out after the first round. He was totally gone, he had nothing left, the adrenaline took over, and no matter how hard you train, he had nothing left. Deji took the fight to him, fair play to him. Then Jake Paul got his second wind. He started taking over, got back into his boxing, worked behind the jab, and systematically and slowly broke Deji down. And Deji showed some heart there. Last 2 rounds.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
You called it, you hit it right on the head, champ. He, Jake established his jab. He stayed with it. He was poking him downstairs with the jab, and he tried to overhand right a couple times. You can see that he was technically more sound, but Deji showed so much heart. It was unreal.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, it's funny because, I mean, with boxing, like you think it's all going to kind of go one way, and I thought, like, I wasn't too sure how it was going to sort of play out, but then it just brought it right back. It's quite amazing. How do you switch that around?
Well, do you know what it is? That's the beauty about the sport that we're in. You never quite know exactly what's going to go on. You go through all those layers. 1 minute you think, like after round 1, I thought, wow, Jake's done.
All
He's
it takes
finished.
is one punch,
He's got nothing
turn it
left.
around. One body shot, one head shot, change everything.
And he turned it around, and then he slowly got into a rhythm. Deji showed a lot of heart, courage, soul, determination. We've seen that right through the card tonight. Doesn't matter at whatever level.
Doesn't
I mean,
matter.
these guys give it everything. They put everything on the line, and that's all you can ask. I mean, that was a great performance. I'd love to see that again.
Yeah, I was very impressed, but what really impressed me was the fact that, Jake Paul called out Chris Brown.
I mean,
he called out Chris Brown.
He also took the opportunity to promote his clothing line as well, which was super classy, obviously. But there you go. But that'd be an interesting fight, though. Him and Chris Brown.
I would love to see that fight. Chris Brown, if you're out there looking at this, champ, let's go, champ.
Well, you know what the mad thing is? I think the way this show's gone, it could possibly happen, because I think this is just going to go from strength to strength. They put on a tremendous show here this evening.
I believe so.
Do you remember there was a very old MTV show called Celebrity Deathmatch, which was a stop motion animation thing, right?
I do.
How we all laughed. We were like, what a ridiculous concept. But now we're here.
Now here we are.
Here we are.
That's right.
What 2 celebrities would you like to see fight?
Personally, I'm being from America. I like to see Donald Trump versus Joe Biden.
Oh my God, Donald
I like to see
Trump.
that. Let's go, champ.
Stu, can we get Donald Trump for the next one? Can we get Donald Trump in the ring, you reckon? Yeah. Hey, Stu's going to get Donald Trump. He'll have a word. That'd be really funny. I mean, Jake, like right at the start, he was like, he's a very confident man. Like this chap right here, very confident man. He said he was going to do it in the first round.
Yeah.
I didn't think that was that likely because, I mean, you're walking into, God, you don't even know what you're walking into. How can you predict it?
Well, do you know what it is? I think these kids train so hard. They've been training hard for like 3 or 4 months. There's a lot on the line for these guys, social media, and everything surrounding it. So they don't want to lose. So they'll give it everything. I think we saw that there in that contest. I think we saw everything. The both guys put everything on the line, and it was great because going into the fight, Deji was a big underdog. Jake come in there really confident, too confident, and I think that's why he gassed out to start off with. And then he realised, hold on a minute, I'm in a fight here. And then he pulled it back. Brilliant stuff. Great entertainment.
Shannon, what would you say was like one of the toughest fights you ever had where you had to really pull through?
I'd have to say George Foreman was one of them.
Yeah.
Francois Botha, Vitaly Klitschko, Ray Mercer. The list goes on.
Why did you start?
The list goes on.
But it's interesting though to I'm really interested in this kind of mental side behind boxing because I think some people do see it as it's a bit basic. Just put 2 guys in a ring and they fight. But
it's an art.
So much more. Yeah,
it's an art. It's an art form. That's all it is.
Shannon, I was talking about this earlier on in the show, and I was saying to Julia, it's like 80% mental, 20% physical. We all train, we all get to a fitness, but we also all reach round 8, 9, whatever it may be, 4, 5, and you realise, hold on a minute, I've got nothing left. That's when you bite on the gum shield, and it's not about your boxing ability then, it's about your grit, your heart, your determination, what I've been talking about here. And these guys have showed it early on, man, and you know, that's the makeup of a good fighter.
Definitely. I'm very impressed, you know, being a professional boxer for 32 years, seeing these kids in front of a huge audience, millions, if not billions of people at home going to see this, and they're coming out in front of a crowd and they're performing. That takes a lot. A lot of people get anxiety. They can't do it under pressure, under the lights. These guys are performing.
Yeah, I mean, it's one thing like, you know, sparring in a gym when you're comfortable. It's something else when you're up here.
Exactly.
I mean, does it just come down a lot to kind of like muscle memory as well? Like, you know, you're kind of repeating the same actions?
I think Shannon hit it right there. He said, like, listen, we know you see a guy sparring 12 threes in the gym, he might do that. When it comes to fighting 3 threes, that's a different story because you've got to deal with all the pressure, all the things that Shannon just said, the pressure, you know, the atmosphere, the anxiety, it's all there. That takes a lot out of you.
The night before, the day before, the flight here, there's so much going on that to overcome it, is when you walk up these stairs right here, everything changes.
I mean, do you sleep the night before a fight?
I didn't sleep too well, I'll be honest.
Is that not a thing?
I tell you what goes on in life. I mean, I don't know if this was the way for you, Shannon, but for me, I used to lie there and think about how the fight could be done, how it could be won. Like, you know, all the bad points that could go on in a fight. Could I pick myself off the floor? Could I do? There's this mad thing that's going on in your head,
and you can't.
So you haven't got a lot of time to sleep.
Yeah, I mean, do you think most of these guys would have been having quite late? I mean, what do you think? Do you think KSI got any rest? Do you think?
Well, listen, I heard KSI in the hotel this morning, and he was relaxed, he was shouting at breakfast, he looked cool, he looked chilled. I was never like that as a fighter, so perhaps this kid just deals with the pressure more than anyone I've ever seen.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, well, I was quite impressed when I seen Logan earlier. Yeah. He was relaxed, he was having fun. But you know what? Like I said earlier, all that changes when you go up those stairs.
Yeah, sure.
So, okay, before we go into our final fight, I'm a bit
the war.
excited. Do you have any predictions? Say now or forever hold your peace.
Yeah, this is a tough one because I've watched both of these guys. I've actually watched them develop over the last 2 or 3 months. I've seen them improve. Now that we went to the last open workout on Wednesday. Yeah. It's a flip of a coin, man. You got JJ, he's slippery, likes to move.
Could you get off the fence, please?
No, I'm going to get off the fence. I'm going to get off the fence. Slips, moves, likes to keep it at range. Logan looks good, he looks strong. He's been in that MMA ring, he's been a wrestler, and for that reason, I think you could just lean towards him. He could be the bookie's favourite.
I'm on the fence, but I got to tell you, I'm leaning a little bit towards Logan. But I've learned tonight, what I learned tonight is don't sleep on anybody. All these guys are tough, they're performing for their fans, so you can't sleep. I'm leaning towards Logan, but you never know.
What do you want to see in this fight then? Do you want it to go?
I think I want to see what we've seen through the whole night.
Yeah.
These guys going out there, giving it everything, giving entertainment for the fans, putting on a show. And I know they'll do that, you know, because both of these guys will walk through hot coals to get the victory.
I love that.
And so, you know,
I said walk through hot coals.
Yes,
Let's go, champ.
That's it.
Yeah. I mean, we could jazz up the ring for the next one.
I think they're going to give it everything here this evening, and it really is balanced. I've been watching them all week at training. And there's not a lot in this.
Yeah. Listen, I'm on the fence again. But like I said, I'm expecting a great fight.
Well, I think we are all hoping for that. So, guys, thank you so much for chatting to us. We are
Thank
going
you.
to throw it over to the commentators for one last time for our final fight, which is KSI versus Logan Paul. It's finally happening.
That's right.
Well, now we're at the main event.
They told us to hype the fight up. Have they not been watching the True Jody YouTube channel for the past month? I mean,
who hasn't?
Jesus,
is the big question, really, right?
I've been doing bits for this.
And when he says bits, he means literal hours of video editing, all that sort of thing. Fantastic stuff. Head over to the True Jody channel. Take a look at that. Joe was sitting in between us there. Joe, what were you thinking at this point?
So, boys and girls, I'll tell you one thing.
Time for a story.
So at this point, you are fully in your zone. You are trying to picture yourself as anyone that stands in front of you right now, I am destroying them, right? And it just so happens to be this opponent. I don't care who he is, I'm just going to destroy him, right? In amongst that, obviously the news that
how would the brother defeat thing play into their minds?
The news of that, the previous fight is obviously going to filter through. Will that impact them? Deji, Is JJ going to get affected by that? Honestly, I think JJ mentally prepared for Deji to maybe already lose. I think he's accepted that.
He said that on the podcast.
Yeah, he said that way in advance. I think it's not going to be a shock, as bad as that sounds. So I don't think it's going to affect him. In terms of Logan, it's going to do nothing. I mean, surely, but hype him up. Feel like this is our night. It's meant to be. And here we have him.
There's the
boy.
nightmare. KSI. He's wearing the Union Jack.
Breathing strong. Looking good as well.
Yeah.
Great shape.
No, he doesn't look phased one bit though, does he? It's JJ, mate.
There's one man who's
No
been around
stress.
all night.
Never
one man in the
stressed.
background of all the successful fighters.
Yeah.
Vidal is looking at a clean sweep if he wins this one.
Yeah. And, I mean, frankly, Vidal's training alone will take you up 4, 5, 6, maybe even 10 levels.
Yeah, that does. I said to Joe, if KSI had had a different trainer and Joe had Vidal, that is the kind of difference that maybe Joe could have came away with a win last time. That is the difference that Vidal makes to you.
Well, it's interesting.
I do think that, like, obviously, you see the way that every single fighter that is coached by Vidal, the way they've performed, the way they've been regimented, you know, they look like a different breed to their opponent.
Do you know what he said
you know
to
what I
you?
mean? What's that?
As he walked away after a Nissan Gib?
What did he say?
He said, "See you later, Joe."
Oh, and I was going to ask him to be my coach. Would he do that? Trade me instead?
I think that's what they call a conflict of interest in the
This is
industry.
why I'm leaning to going against Deji instead, because Deji's not coached by Vidal.
Now, the flip side of that is obviously that we've
He's picking
seen...
fights with everyone tonight, Joe.
So this is it. True, Johnny. Me and you in the ring.
No, honestly, though, we've seen one guy now who's also been coached by Jake Paul. Sorry, Jake Paul's been coached.
Wilson Supreme. Wilton Supreme. Sorry, I think they're called. And he coached Golden Gloves champions. He coached Shannon Briggs. This is what he does. Like Logan said to me in the podcast, he's known for making a fighter in 3 months.
Exactly.
And that is his thing. Which obviously sort of laughed at the time. Well, it's a good job. You've got 3 months then, isn't it? And I said, you know, the main thing that JJ is basing his being better than Logan on is that he cannot catch me up in boxing skill. And I said to Logan, do you think you've got the time for that? Logan said, I've had more than enough time to literally bury him. To be honest, I think this is just going to be a real close fight.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I'm leaning towards JJ in terms of boxing skill, but I can't say that for definite because I've seen 10 seconds of Logan. If I'd even had a minute of Logan, I'd have a more educated guess.
Do you think we can take anything from what we saw Jake doing out in the ring? Or no? In the same way we can't take
I
anything
thought
from
Jake
what
looked
Deji
pretty
did.
good at times. I just think that not as good as I maybe anticipated.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
As an athlete, more than that. I thought Jake's boxing technique looked decent.
Yeah.
But I thought he'd have more of a physical advantage over Deji from the way, and I thought maybe the gas tank will be there. Maybe he'll have more power. But actually, he wasn't as fit as I'd anticipated him being.
Absolutely.
Really.
People around the world watching right now, welcome you from everywhere. The streams are going out globally. I think there's not a country that this stream isn't touching right now, so welcome. It's good to have you. You've reached the main event. You made it here. You might be out of popcorn. You might be out of Doritos, nachos, something like that.
Pizza.
Grab whatever you've got around the house.
It's
Bed in.
time.
It's time.
Yeah. Let's have a look at this.
These two guys head to head. By the way, Logan is coming towards the ring walk now, so he's moved
minimal
out.
difference. But one thing that is different, I would say, is that 4-inch reach advantage for Logan.
Absolutely incredible.
But the thing is, when they haven't been boxing long enough to make that kind of advantage pay, I don't know how much of a difference it'll make.
I mean, this is the thing though, I feel like in mine and JJ's fight, him having that big reach over me really helped him out because his whole game plan was about keeping me away with that jab. And now that Logan's arms, they're longer than JJ.
And to be honest,
is he going to be able to
when
implement
I met
that?
Logan, the one thing I did think was like, Jesus, his arms are big. For a guy who isn't that heavy, he's a well-built kid. Like he's
incredible.
When you look at MMA fighters, people who are huge for that weight class, like a Chris Weidman or as a middleweight, literally Logan Paul is built like that. Like he's huge for that weight category.
However, like we've seen throughout all the other fights, appearance
can be deceiving.
It just can. It just can.
A beautiful
like,
person can go down in the ring.
There we go. I mean, like the thing is, the skill. That's the thing that well, it's the biggest thing for me. That experience that JJ has, not just in boxing, but in being coached by Vidal Riley.
Yeah.
And not only that, whenever JJ told me, he's like, I performed the crowds who booed me, who hated me, I didn't get affected. Last time, he was being booed. This time, he's going to be cheered. So there isn't even that for JJ to worry about. I just feel like Logan's going to have to do a hell of a lot to take that confidence away from JJ. And it might mean that in the first round, he's got to go and hit him hard to get that respect.
Do you think we're going to see another side of KSI tonight? Because with all due respect to Joe, he didn't have to dig as deep as maybe we would have wanted him to in order to get through that.
Honestly, I do think so. I mean, obviously, let's face it, I didn't really test JJ to the maximum. Logan,
you hit him a few times though. Can I ask, when you hit him, what was the reaction you seen?
His eyes did this. The little taps I got on him, they weren't anything special, but when I did get him, I did see a little bit of panic, but, you know, nothing that we can really grasp much from him, in my opinion.
We're 20 seconds away from
Logan.
the first of the ring walks being announced here. This is absolutely huge. Welcome to the biggest event in YouTube history.
Mate.
Yeah.
Let's have it, boys.
This is crazy.
Unreal.
True Geordie, Joe Weller, Lawrence McKenna, you're about to see a huge fight between KSI and Logan Paul.
Here we go.
When people are tweeting at you, you can't do shit about it. You have to accept the fact that people hate you. When 20,000 people are doing me, I can do something about it.
Stick it on them, pull up and get wicked on them. Everybody acting like they're on it. They don't really want it, I'm stealing from them. Stick it on them, pull up and get wicked on them.
It's a pretty sinister look, isn't it? This is suddenly very different inside the arena. Logan with his name emblazoned across the back. We hear it's going to be a couple of minutes until KSI enters the ring. So Logan's got quite the weight in there. What do you make of him?
Just had Logan's dad come up to me and thank me for the interview, which was nice of him.
It's,
wow. Interesting. One of the socks is longer than the other for Logan. Is that to do with an injury or something?
rough. What is it? Yeah.
I did hear he had a knee injury a while back.
He is built like a brick, though, isn't he?
Oh, he's a big boy, that's for damn sure.
As one of his trainers fixes his hair,
His physical structure, his skeletal structure is just bigger than JJ. He's just, his wrists, his arms, everything about him is just bigger.
And he's worked around that, hasn't he? He's made that even bigger than it was.
I mean, but can he make it work in
He
a
looks like
boxing
an
ring?
athlete, lads. He looks like a born athlete.
Absolutely.
You don't see lads like Logan Paul kicking around, do you know what I mean?
We hear that JJ is close to his ring walk now. Always one to make a late entrance.
Making his opponent wait. Mind games, he never stops.
Those thoughts tick around, tick, 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 tick. What music will he enter to?
It's got to be his diss track, surely.
Let's see. He's got so many tracks to pick from.
Yeah. On Point is a tune, though.
It is, yeah.
Logan looking very focused, that's what I would say. There's no messing.
It's funny when you see the international flags, isn't it? Suddenly you realise there's whole sets of people behind each of these two huge YouTubers. Both of them representing very different sides to the UK and the US.
Here comes KSI.
I talk the talk. In numbers from oldest to youngest, these moments are golden. We hold them on brothers. Come and we got soldiers among.
It's ring walk time for KSI.
And now, making his entrance to the ring, here comes the Nightmare KSI!
Together, 1 to 10, the only numbers, and the medic. Boy, you about to get it. Beat the man and out, bitch, boy, you about to get it.
entirety of the UK was waiting for this moment. That mask is sinister.
He really does look like a nightmare, doesn't he?
Yeah.
But will Logan Paul find him a nightmare tonight?
That Union Jack robe shines bright with all those sequins.
Or will the Maverick reign supreme?
What a Union flag though, right? What a Union flag.
I love it, mate.
Yeah.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, from Manchester Arena, Upload Events, in association with Maverick Media and OP Talent, present the main event of the evening. 6 rounds of boxing for the U2 World Championship. Your international officials at ringside. Timekeeper at the bell from the United Kingdom, Steve Bradley. The judges from the United States, Delilah Ponce. From Italy, Gino Piccinino. And the third judge, also in charge of the action in the ring, your referee from the United Kingdom, Gareth Morris. And now, the officials are ready, the fighters are in the ring, and they are ready. Fight fans, are you ready? For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
It's worth every penny.
Wow. Every cent.
I love it.
Every dollar.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, with trainer Milton Lacroix. He's wearing black, 23 years old, standing 6'2", officially weighing 190 pounds. From the United States of America, America's #1 YouTube star, actor, recording star, video superstar, making his YouTube boxing debut, the challenger, Logan Maverick
It's a mixed reception, it's fair to say.
And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, with his trainer Vidal Riley, wearing the Union Jack colors. He's 25 years old, 6 feet tall, officially weighing in at 84.9 kilograms. He's the UK's #1 YouTube social media superstar from Watford, England, the reigning, defending, undisputed YouTube boxing champion of the world, the Nightmare KSI.
Face is sadistic. Wow. Drink it in like JJ is. What a showman.
Logan turned his back on JJ at that point. What a chiseled back it is as well, by the way. He looks like he could be on stage bodybuilding with that back. He's massive.
JJ's nothing to be sniffed at either, though, as the whole arena take their seats nervously to see what the result will be. 6 rounds, 3 minutes each. Your final thoughts before we get going, True Jordan?
Ready to rumble sends shivers up the spine of everyone in here. Both fighters are ready. All the talking's done. It all comes down to this. Who can really fight?
Joe?
At this point, you just got to think, what is going through their heads? JJ, he looks relaxed, he looks calm, he's done this all before. Logan, he's trying to soak it in as well. Looking into the crowd, he's actually having a bit of a word with the sidemen.
Okay, lads, when I say break, stop punching, step back. Protect yourself at all times, obey my commands. If I want to give you a break, I can give you a standing 8. Just box, just box. Listen, this is going out to millions, so I expect you to conduct yourself respectfully to each other and to me.
There's
Good
no
luck, lads.
breaking. There's no breaking. Logan is eye to eye with JJ.
Both these guys so incredibly in the moment.
I can't believe it's finally happening, lads. I'm in shock.
After months of waiting, it's KSI versus Logan Paul live from Manchester. This is the moment you've all been waiting for. The voice of True Geordie, Joe Weller, Lawrence McKenna, taking you through the action.
Logan complaining about the slipperiness of the floor.
Wow.
JJ looking for opening straight away, trying to get a read on Logan. Logan going to the body. JJ going back to the body. Logan extending that jab out. Although he's throwing it with the arm a lot, he's not really putting his body into it yet. Logan looking for a counter when JJ comes in.
JJ's stance has changed even since last time we saw him out in the ring.
Logan lands a jab and smiles at JJ. A lot of respect given early on from the lads. Logan not really landing with the jab though.
JJ's incredible evasion of two
He's talking to him.
Oof.
JJ's talking to him already.
Wow.
Oh, and it's answered by Logan Paul.
JJ knew he needed to wrap up there.
A game of possum here. Who goes first? Good jab to the face by JJ. Logan nods in appreciation.
The
and goes to
Americans
the body.
out shouting the rest of the arena.
And it's a big right hand by Logan, but JJ shakes it off. Tries to answer back with a jab. And it's a double jab by Logan Paul.
JJ's got to do something here.
This jab of Logan has proven quite effective in the first couple of minutes. And it's a big overhand right by Logan Paul. And he smiles and he laughs at JJ. Follows it up with the jab.
That reach is making all the difference right now, isn't it?
And it's the reaction speed. Logan looks very confident now, and he's answering. JJ tries to answer back. JJ goes to the body. He loves those body shots, does JJ.
He'll try and get into those as often as he can during the 6 rounds.
Logan looking, laughing at JJ, trying to get into the head of JJ.
Exchanging smiles.
He's got his hands down this Logan.
Wow.
And this is something we don't usually see against JJ. Confidence. A lot of self-confidence from Logan Paul early on.
JJ smiles.
Something that in your fight, Joe, was the opposite. You sort of went inwards, whereas Logan definitely seems to have that confidence.
Logan Paul is a different beast, and I think we are seeing it here. His confidence.
Wow. Logan Paul smiles still.
The British arena responds to the chanting Americans.
Oh no.
Logan taunting him.
Taunting JJ, landing the jab, questioning. Logan looking very relaxed here, but one punch can change everything. And it's a big right hand by Logan Paul. JJ getting hit. Oh my Logan Paul is smashing JJ. He's got to answer. That must have taken some of the confidence from JJ.
JJ says, bring it on. Absolutely bring it on.
JJ welcomes it, but still, you don't want to take too many more of that. As round one goes to Logan Paul. Without a doubt, that was a Logan Paul round one.
This is a massive talk here from Vidal Riley in KSI's corner, isn't it?
Because JJ preys on people going straight ahead and playing into his game the way Joe did.
Yeah.
What Logan is doing is standing on his spot, picking his shots wisely, and actually going skill for skill against JJ.
Absolutely.
And so far, he's had the advantage. Will his gas tank allow him to keep throwing all those punches?
This is playing out so differently to the fight that we saw before. Joe, your face is telling a whole story, really.
Literally, like, I questioned whether Logan would be able to hold his nerve, and that is honestly what I think JJ was counting on. Getting inside Logan's head, making him fear KSI, and it hasn't happened at all.
Just say, if JJ was going to have any advantage in especially that first round, because he's done this before, Logan now's got round one behind him. That's surely got to make him be more relaxed, growing confidence a little bit.
Both of them have felt the weight of the other fighters' punches at this point as well, so they know what they're going into.
JJ is desperate to get out there and get another round back.
He wants to make up for it.
Logan relaxed, and I think the taunting worked quite well for Logan.
Oh, absolutely. Yes. Paul emblazoned across his stomach. This arena's split, isn't it?
JJ now coming to even the odds and turn this into a bit of a battle. JJ's got to close that distance.
JJ nodding at him as the referee breaks them up.
The jab. Oh, and it's a right hook.
Left hook.
Left hook, rather, by Logan Paul, but it didn't do too much damage. That jab of Logan is really proving to be vital so far. And a good right, by KSI. And he's really going with anger now.
Is getting angry going to benefit him though? Or is it going to make him lose?
I think he's just trying to win the respect back because he feels like he's lost that first round.
Wow.
This is getting serious here.
He swings again in wild. JJ used to go into beast mode. Is it going to go the same this time?
I'm impressed with Logan's ring generaling here so far. He's calm in there. KSI looking to come inside, but every time he comes near, he's getting touched up by Logan Paul, who smiles and licks his gum shield sadistically.
Logan seems to
enjoy this. Logan's enjoying this.
It's sick and twisted in a way.
JJ showing the energy now still though.
A lot of talking to each other. It's fascinating stuff here. From two amateurs who haven't had a lot of fights, showing the confidence to talk to each other mid-fight. And it's a left and a right from Logan Paul. Shook KSI. The jabs landed repeatedly. Oh, and it's a miss from both fighters, and it is getting wild.
JJ's arm wrapped around the back of Logan Paul there as he missed a big right hand.
Just over a minute left in the second round.
Has JJ landed a significant punch yet, though?
I don't believe so, no. So if this does go to points, then it's
It's a good jab from Logan again. And JJ goes over the top, but he just misses. Good head movement from Logan Paul. The Maverick showing good signs early on here. You can never write off JJ though, ever. We've seen one punch can change everything for this guy. He hits hard.
No, he doesn't.
Logan, again with the jab. That reach advantage that KSI had last time, not in his favour this time.
And you can see.
Oh, it's a big right from JJ, but Logan answers back with a couple of his own. And JJ smiles, but gets clipped in the face with a jab as he smiles. JJ welcomes it on.
Is there going to be a flurry of punches towards the end here?
Oh, I believe these boys are going to throw down even more as this goes on.
I feel like JJ needs to get in there.
And it's well slipped by Logan and answered. That reach advantage is just so important. And the boys, a punch after the bell from KSI. People will not be happy at that.
People getting angry.
Jake Paul
Jake's in the ring.
Everybody needs to calm down.
Everyone needs to hold their nerve here.
This is how serious it is. They're playing for keeps. This isn't just a fight. People at home know there's millions of subscribers, a whole viewership on the line. Everyone, they've built this fan base on being number one.
This
is important to them.
Yeah.
So important. Their own brand.
JJ's trying to take it the way that he wants it to go. He wants to get inside Logan Paul's head here.
So far, guys, 2 rounds to 0. Logan Paul
absolutely.
The thing that I think we're seeing as well, like I mentioned in the video I made, JJ's technique to get inside and make opportunities for himself to land aren't happening because, like I said, I think that is where the technique of JJ is letting him down. Whereas Logan
is using those physical advantages, the height, the reach, and I'm not sure who hits harder, but it doesn't look like getting hit by Logan Paul is a pleasant experience.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not fun.
It doesn't look like JJ's managed to land anything he's wanted to land.
I feel like this is a
far.
pivotal moment here.
Yeah.
If JJ's going to win this back, he needs to win this round.
Absolutely.
He needs to win this round, desperately.
100%.
If he doesn't win this one, it's 3-0.
Logan Paul paces towards the
Logan Paul looking relaxed on the ropes.
commentary desk.
A word in the ear of KSI by the referee, maybe about a punch after the bell. And now the lads go together.
This referee's let it go well so far. I'm excited to see what he's done.
Logan feinting with the jab. JJ looking to answer. And it's a big one too. And JJ swings with the right but misses. JJ is getting frustrated. Logan with his tongue out. It must be frustrating to get that jab in your face and not be able to do anything about it.
Yeah.
Overhand right misses from JJ. But he's going close to Logan.
Every time JJ comes and tries to get on the inside, Logan is just hitting him and clinching.
And that clinch with that wrestling base, you know it's going to be a strength. But JJ comes and Logan's in trouble a little bit here. But he clinches again and it's working every time.
Yeah.
Few petty little body shots there then.
JJ knows he needs this round back and he's fighting with everything he's got.
Logan's just as scrappy though.
I like how I'm impressed with Logan. He hasn't got his hands up all the time, but he seems to judge those punches well so far. However, the chain is open, and if JJ can just connect the once, it could change this. And he has connected on the side of the temple from Logan. Logan knows. I think JJ's being very aggressive here. Oh, and that low body and uppercut. There's a low body and then a right hook from JJ there, sorry.
JJ's dodging just as well as Logan is, though.
Oh, high level, lads, high level. Credit to both men. I'm really impressed so far. And it's a big right from Logan, but an answer back from JJ.
What a reply.
Amazing, amazing stuff. KSI with the big right.
He's landing now.
Open.
He's landing now.
Logan isn't keeping the distance as well as he did in the first two. JJ's having a bit of success now.
I think he sees that overhand right is working. He keeps going back to it.
Logan needs to keep the left hand up for that overhand right, and then make sure he's got a quick answer back for it when it comes in.
The arena responds with a chant of KSI.
KSI misses with a big right hand. Logan can't capitalise though. This must be very tiring at this point.
It's a lot of nerves.
Big uppercut from Logan. JJ doing everything he can.
30 seconds left.
Big round for JJ so far. I do feel like he's possibly edging this round.
Yeah, absolutely.
Logan looking a little bit tired now, and JJ lands a jab. Big right from JJ.
And another one. Straight into the clinch again. JJ straight back up. Look at him just waltzing back over to the corner.
So far, Logan judging the distance well, but JJ trying to close the gap.
Referee wants a word.
Serious words had by the referee now.
Rightly so as well. You don't want to see it get scrappy like this. We want to see both these fighters at their very best.
And they are back on their way.
Bell will go any second.
Both lads leaving their chin open. That overhand right by JJ keeps landing. That is a problem for Logan now.
Wide open.
It's coming off time and time again.
JJ.
Logan needs to keep that left hand up.
Bell goes, end of round 3.
Big third round. JJ wins that third round. Vidal Riley looking enthused by that because Vidal knew he needed that.
Look
Vidal's
at that
a smart
energy.
lad.
That's
He knew
incredible.
that is an important round.
Vidal Riley burst into the ring there and he was in JJ's face. I was inspired looking at that. That was incredible. That energy, look at him. Giving the speech of his life at this
Is this the
point.
turning point? Is this the point where Logan wins the first two and JJ starts coming back? And
It's round 4 now.
I must admit, I did feel like before the fight, the longer it goes on, JJ in his sparring videos seems to excel rounds 3, 4, 5, 6, because although Joe said he might not have that one punch knockout, the power stays with JJ repeatedly. So where some fighters might have the one punch knockout power, JJ in round 4 is still as strong in round 1 as he is in round 4.
And as you
That's
can see,
unusual.
KSI standing up first here, trying to show, look, I'm not tired, I'm ready to rumble, let's have it, Logan Paul!
Does Logan want it? Let's see. Round 4.
Fighters urged to go back to the corners.
By me.
This ref's actually keeping a good handle on this. I think he's done well.
KSI still looking for that overhand right again, and he goes for it.
He swung there.
And it's a big right by Logan. JJ swinging, just misses. JJ showing composure after taking a punch there, well done.
More words from Logan Paul into JJ's ear.
See JJ trying to slip under those punches.
Takes a stiff one to the chin there from the jab.
Logan's locked his arm in there.
Big breaths from Logan Paul, and JJ looks like he's excelling a little bit in energy. Logan seems to be slowing down after a strong opening 2 rounds.
JJ's still light.
Both lads so close.
If JJ lands that right, I get the feeling that's going to change this boxing match. Just pushing JJ out the ring there. JJ playing for the drama a little here, I like that.
Logan looks shattered now.
Yeah,
he looks
he
a
does
bit
look a
tired.
bit tired, doesn't he?
That was significant. Referee's trying to stop them from clinching.
It's a great effort so far by both men, gotta say. This is the fight we wanted. The two kings of the industry going head to head, giving it everything.
Still light on his feet, isn't he, looking at KSI?
Yeah, Logan looks a bit heavier on his feet.
Yeah.
JJ looking very confident all of a sudden.
Look at him.
He's growing.
His corner rocking with him. Logan's corner look a little more worried.
Big, stiff backhand from Logan, answered by JJ, and it's a big right from JJ again.
I think both of them, yeah.
Both men taking some big shots here.
Both of them landed there as well.
They're leaving a lot of this to reactions, it feels. Not a lot of defence and a lot of reaction.
Both trying to go for the counter punch.
Yeah.
Vidal's in his corner, barking instructions out.
Right hand by JJ. You can see the energy just slowly sapping from both boys here. It's going to be really interesting to see how this goes now, because this has been a tough round to call for me.
Absolutely.
If you go to the judges' scorecards, tough one. I feel like JJ's been the aggressor.
Yeah, he has.
So I'd probably edge it for JJ.
If JJ can finish strong here, then he'll definitely take this round.
Logan was claiming to be the bigger and better athlete, but JJ is holding his own in there athletically. Oh! Left hook from KSI ends the fourth round, and that's 2 rounds each. But I do feel the first 2 were a little bit more decisive. However, you've got to say JJ's done really well to come back there.
Absolutely.
Really well.
That's the thing. It looks like Logan is feeling a bit tired. Maybe those big muscles, which are requiring
This has been a fantastic show so far.
Absolutely.
All right. Logan Paul walking towards JJ. JJ's putting more on his punches. I feel Logan isn't stepping into them with his body weight right now.
Yeah, it looks like JJ's his energy levels and power behind the punch is still there, whereas Logan looks a bit more.
The jab from Logan hasn't got a sting on it, but that was a big right from Logan, and he smiles at JJ.
I'm amazed these two still have the power to smile at this point.
Logan's loving this, to be fair. I think JJ is too. This is what they're showmen, they're entertainers, and whether they're doing music, boxing, acting, people are looking at them and they're doing what they do. Do you know what I mean?
JJ's had quite a talking to there, whilst Logan Paul sort of silently waits. Oof.
Good counter from Logan.
Just got him in a headlock there.
Ref separates again. 5th round, halfway through. Another tough round to call here for me. Right hook from JJ. Swinging wildly, but it's working. Over the top. JJ looks a bit hurt. Logan Paul has JJ rocked, it seems, and he's unloading. Oh, he's unloaded on JJ. Oh my God. Logan Paul, he's all over him. JJ looks okay though. He shakes it off. JJ shakes it off as if it's nothing. Shockingly good recovery from JJ as he answers with a right hook of his own. I thought JJ was hurt there, but the way he shook that off was impressive. And really impressive.
Got to make one of these punches land though, hasn't he? Swinging wildly with that right.
Body shot from JJ. Logan doesn't phase him. Right hook, left, right, both men. It's wild.
Both men are looking a bit tired now, leaning on each other and
Technique
stuff.
goes out the window when you're exhausted.
Who wants it more is what it's about right now.
JJ's hands are right down now. They were right up before. They're all over the place.
I can't help but think, guys, we'll end up seeing a rematch of this because this is so close coming into this 5th round. These boys will, whoever loses this will not take this lying down. They're close. There's not a lot between them here. Oh, and it's a good left hook from KSI. And it's the end of the round.
That was a right hand.
Logan got that just in time there.
Look at Logan.
Good right hook, from JJ.
Logan looks to be leaning on the ropes. He's looking tired.
I do feel like before that right hook landed from JJ, the round was going to Logan.
Yeah.
But that right hook, I don't know, maybe that edges
Maybe shifted it, yeah.
I'm glad I'm not a judge, lads.
Yeah. It's the only meaningful punch that we really saw there, really, wasn't it? Yeah.
Coming into this 6th round, it feels like if someone can win this round and dominate it, we're looking at a winner.
JJ's corner are absolutely geeing him up right now. Logan Paul's corner are a little bit more subdued, but trying to look him dead in the eye and say, you've got this. It's the final round.
Wow. This is what it all comes down to, boys and girls.
Lads. This is it. This is the final round.
This is the last 3 minutes of boxing of the evening. Yeah?
Oh, yeah. This is it. Everyone's on their feet. The final round. It's Logan Paul, KSI. They touch gloves. This is it. And they're going for it.
Logan needed to get in the clinch there, you could see. That power from JJ.
Logan looking to land up. They're both just going wild. JJ's punches seem to have a little bit more on them. Logan landing the jab. Logan shakes his head in disbelief there. The referee gives a talking to. Stiff jab from JJ. A lot of dirty boxing there in the clinch. Boys are exhausted here. Logan breathing heavily.
Jake Paul from Logan's corner is shouting at him.
Oh, and it's good from JJ. Oh, there's a bit of...
KSI looking at that uppercut.
Vidal is absolutely cheering him on from this corner, telling him, move in.
They're giving it everything.
They want to make sure there's no points discrepancy here.
Logan Paul looking for the jab, and he's going at JJ. He's getting close to him. This is where the wrestling might help. So exhausted, is he?
Both of them looking
dirty boxing.
They're not quite out on their feet, but they're getting close. 140 left.
Good job from JJ. Right hand from JJ. Right, left. JJ is winning this round so far.
Hugely.
Logan needs to come back with something special here, boys and girls.
Big right hand from JJ as Logan lands as well. And JJ is swinging. I tell you, he's giving everything to this as JJ.
I think Logan could be in trouble here. Logan's not got anything left.
Physically, I don't see a lot of pep in those punches from Logan. But I might be wrong.
Logan's taking a lot to the head right now. Finishing.
Look at this from JJ. He's going for it. He's going for the finish. It's KSI. He's all over Logan Paul right
50
now.
seconds left. What can Logan Paul do to redeem himself here?
Logan pushes JJ into the corner, and the ref breaks it up. JJ ready to keep on going, as is Logan.
30 seconds left.
Half a minute left. Logan takes a massive right hand from JJ. This is a war.
JJ's stamina is really serving him well here.
Logan smiles, but he might not have much to smile about as JJ lands a big hook.
Logan's rocked. Push him away and finish him off.
As a neutral comment.
Is what his corner is saying right now. That's what they're shouting.
And it's all over. This has been a hell of a fight. 6 rounds. This is over. And the crowd erupts.
I believe JJ with his hands raised. I believe that might be a KSI win.
His team believed that he got the win there.
The problem we have is were those 2 early rounds for Logan and maybe the 4th round enough to get him a draw.
That's the difference.
Because KSI finished it stronger, without a doubt, but the judges might have given this to Logan. It was a close fight.
We might see the arena react well or badly within minutes now.
I mean, oh wow, I can't believe KSI, when realistically he was hit hard early on.
His face is exhausted.
He came back and he just does show he really is the real deal.
His trainers are cradling him in his arm right now.
Is KSI crying? Oh no, it's sweat.
Close though.
Wow. The medal? Wow.
Yeah.
Who do we reckon, boys and girls? KSI or Logan Paul?
This is too close to
they
call,
put
isn't
their
it, surely?
absolute all into it. Logan looked tired late on, but he did win the early rounds. KSI is an absolute warrior. He does walk the walk.
Exhausted.
But they are absolutely exhausted. Fair play. Absolute respect to both of them.
Well, how's the arena going to react to this decision, Joe?
I can't call it.
Jake Paul, Logan Paul stand in the middle of the ring. Those guys were called out just a few months ago in the Copperbox Arena in London. And now one of them finds himself with a belt around his, well, abdomen right now.
You did see though, I feel those big muscles of Logan were what were weighing him down late on, tiring him out. And it just does. There is a big difference. JJ went for the more slender approach.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think that paid off late on.
Yeah. Logan comes over to one side of the ring, puts his hand up. I don't know, JJ's team. JJ greets the crowd as well. What a shot that is. Look at that, sailing in. Both of them claiming victory right now on either side.
I mean,
I wouldn't want to be the judge.
I can't even call that. How can you? Unbelievable.
Well, no one envies Michael Buffer having to announce this as a result in the Manchester Arena. A couple of people on both teams don't look particularly happy, so I don't know what they've been told. Maybe we're going to find out.
I mean, the judges seem to be taking their time, so maybe they are having a bit of trouble calling it.
Maybe there's a debate out there.
Yeah.
What have you got for this round? What have you got for this round?
Yeah. Will the fact that it's, the home of KSI in terms of the UK, I don't know, impact anything?
What a narrative arc that would be for KSI.
Absolutely unreal display in terms of determination and fight. No one can doubt KSI as an athlete now. No one. Absolutely no one.
Both eyes of KSI are puffed up, and you can see even Logan's got some serious visible damage to his face there.
Both guys took some. They really did, and they both carried on.
Logan with a lot less damage to the side of his to his face, mainly because JJ was landing so many punches on the side of his head rather than directly to the face.
Yeah.
Both teams are waiting very nervously out there right now, and I don't know if you can hear the atmosphere inside the arena, but that heavy rock is making a lot of people very nervous right now.
Suiting the mood very appropriately.
Yeah.
Everyone looking, eyes on the ring. What's going to happen? Who's going to win?
The whole stadium's standing right now, aren't they?
I know.
Yeah. A lot of very excited kids wondering which one of their heroes will come out on top. It's incredible stuff, really, isn't it, Joe?
Unbelievable. I mean, the fact that YouTube has got this far, I think we're in a sold-out 20,000 person arena.
It's next level,
Live
isn't
to millions.
We'll see.
How's it going to
Logan
go?
comes over. He doesn't know.
Logan doesn't know. He just signalled to me, Logan.
Seems to think he's in the balance.
He doesn't know whether he's won or not.
Okay.
You can see he's definitely, well, JJ's definitely earned Logan's respect.
Oh, yeah. And vice versa as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Seems to be heavily in the balance, though, right now.
Yeah.
Michael Buffer has a card.
And here we go, boys and
Imagine
girls.
being that man.
This is it.
We're about to find out. There's the voice. Yeah, absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 rounds of action, we go to the scorecards. Referee Gareth Morris scores it 58-57. He has it for KSI. Our next judge has it even at 57-57. And our third judge has it 57-57. It is a majority draw.
It's a draw.
Let's hear it for both fighters after 6 straight rounds of boxing. The Nightmare KSI Logan, the Maverick Hall. This fight is a majority draw.
Wow.
Wow.
Doesn't that set up perfectly?
I'm here with the champ because when it's a majority draw, the champ stays the champ. How was that for you, JJ? It was a hell of a war. Yo, what a fight. Jesus. Wait, so that's a majority draw. It's a majority draw, so you stay the champion. Right. Yo! I wanted to say